Hey, what's happening, guys? What's going on YouTube? You guys have tuned into Rules for Rebels. I think we're going to call this video how I made $4,800 passively, or how I made $4,800 in passive income on YouTube. I've been making a couple like YouTube earnings videos recently. Seems like they've been getting a decent number of views and a decent number of thumbs up, and everybody's always wondering, how much do I earn off 1,000 YouTube views? How much will I earn off 100,000 YouTube views? How much will I earn off 1,000,000 YouTube views? These are some of the more common questions asked online. A lot of people are on the fence about starting a YouTube channel and are curious about like how much it pays, how different niches pay. So I'm not going to get into a whole talk about how all this works, but basically, if you have like a comedy channel, a skit channel, a prank channel, your CPM, which is how much you're paid per 1,000 views, is going to be pretty low. It's probably going to be $1 or $2. If you're making videos on how to repair vacuums, your CPM might be 20, 30, 40, even $50, right? Like the more appealing and the more targeted your channel is to specific advertisers, the more people are going to want to advertise on your videos. And obviously it's like an auction system. So you get people bidding against each other, different companies who sell vacuum repair parts or who repair vacuums. And you wind up getting paid more. So, like I said, I made a couple videos. I made one video titled how I made over $25,000 off one viral YouTube video. Then this one actually hasn't been released yet, but by the time you guys are watching this, it will have been released. I shared the lifetime earnings of my of my Rules for Rebels channel, which was it $72,000 or $78,000, since technically 2014, more realistically like 2016. That's when I like really started making videos. And this channel is called Hoverboard FAQ. And personally, I mean, if you guys watch my videos, I like the idea of passive income. I don't really like how people use the term passive income. I think a lot of people get the impression that passive income means you don't do shit, you just watch money roll in. The reality is very few things are passive, right? Like, maybe like, you got investments in an ETF or a mutual fund. That's fairly passive, although you still have to keep an eye on your investments. You still have to rebalance, every few months or at least once a year. But in order to earn like any significant passive income off your money sitting in like an index fund or something like that, you're going to have hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, probably not realistic for most people who are on YouTube or on Reddit searching for passive income. There's really nothing passive about starting a YouTube channel, so I'm hesitant to use the term passive income. The reason I'm using the term passive income is because this YouTube channel was started with the intention of driving traffic to my Amazon listings, driving traffic to online stores, and at the very, very early stages, a little bit of affiliate marketing. So actually profiting off this YouTube channel in terms of ad revenue was like never even part of the equation. So the fact that this channel made $4,800 is like purely passive, purely gravy on top, purely icing on top of the cake. So without further ado, let's dive into the analytics of this channel. Again, this channel is called Hoverboard FAQ. It used to be a channel, so if I take you way back to like 2015, hoverboards started getting popular. You started seeing Wiz Khalifa and Justin Bieber riding them around airports. And I was like, okay, this, it was such a unique product. I just knew it was going to explode. So I started doing some affiliate marketing with the AliExpress affiliate program, made $800 my first month, went into the second month with some good profits. And at that point, I was like, okay, screw earning 8% from AliExpress. I'm going to start importing boards and selling boards. So I started importing boards from China. Eventually, people take notice of what you're doing. So people started seeing my OfferUp ads and my Craigslist ads and my videos and stuff. So I started having Chinese factories as well as people here in the States who are like wholesalers. They started reaching out to me trying to sell me boards. So I wound up hooking up with a company in the States. So I was getting my hoverboards from, I think it was Houston, Texas or Long Beach. We'd truck them out here and I was supplying most of the malls, all that stuff. That was good for a couple months. Me and my partner did very well, made a good amount of money. We never went online with the boards, never went on eBay, never went on Amazon, never set up a website. I was too worried about fraud and credit card chargebacks. And it actually wound up being a smart decision. I don't know if you guys remember the stories, but Soldier Boy wound up $500,000 in debt from chargebacks. Tony Hawk over $1 million in debt off of credit card chargebacks. I think as kind of a publicity stunt, Shopify Payments, aka Stripe, may have let Soldier Boy off the hook for that. But I just knew it was going to be problems just because A, it's a high ticket item. It's a hot selling item. It's going to attract a lot of people with stolen credit cards and things like that. And also the boards weren't the best quality. So I knew you'd be getting a lot of credit card chargebacks. So from probably like August through December, hoverboards were the hottest thing around. Within a week into January, they were completely dead. That's when a lot of the fires and stuff started happening. So then I transitioned into selling hoverboard parts. Actually, kind of an interesting story about that. My first shipment, my supplier actually sent me the wrong parts, and I was super pissed because I had like $7,000 sunk into the wrong parts, essentially. Actually wound up turning out these parts were in demand as well, so I actually wound up doing quite good off those. We set up a website selling hoverboard parts. We were also selling them on Amazon, and I would make YouTube videos basically showing people how to diagnose problems with their boards, showing people how to fix boards, and then just random like hoverboard videos, right? So if we go to the lifetime earnings of this channel, now keep in mind, at no point was the intention of this channel ever to make money off YouTube ad revenue. It was strictly to drive business to my sales or to, in the early days, like I said, affiliate links. But, you know, why not monetize the channel? I wound up monetizing the channel. And the lifetime of this channel, which started back in 2015, 2.5 million views. Really don't have that many videos up on this channel. Like on Rules for Rebels, I think I probably got 1,300 videos, and that one has maybe 7 or 8 million views and has made lifetime maybe $73,000. This channel has been up a couple years shorter than Rules for Rebels, way less videos. And this channel's made $4,800. One thing that kind of surprised me, so if we were to multiply, you know, 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 2.5 is what, about 7.5 million views. This channel made $4,800. We'll just round it up to $5,000 just to make the numbers easy. If this channel had the same amount of views as Rules for Rebels, it would have made, we'll say, $15,000. Rules for Rebels, on the other hand, made $73,000. So quite a bit of a difference between the earnings of these channels. And earlier in this video, I kind of talked about how, like, the more attractive your channel is to advertisers, the more you're going to wind up earning, since, you know, AdSense or AdWords, whatever, my hair's driving me crazy, winds up working on like a bid system, right? So obviously this niche pays less than some other niches. If we go over to the actual revenue tab, the CPM on the other channel was it 2022, maybe $25. At times, Rules for Rebels has had over a $40 CPM. The CPM here is $6.20. Kind of surprised me how low this is. I mean, you know, like I said, prank channels, comedy channels, skit channels, gaming channels, normally $1 or $2 CPM. So, I mean, this is 3 to 5 to 6 times better than your average channel, but nowhere near what Rules for Rebels is doing. I think this channel probably attracts a younger audience and a lot of kids. So that's probably part of why it earns less. And then also, well, for a short period of time, this channel would have been very attractive to people advertising hoverboards and drones and games and things like that. That fad kind of ended, and now it's just kind of a random, like, who would want to advertise on a hoverboard channel today? Like, maybe people who sell drones, people who are into gaming. It's not exactly tied into hoverboards, but people who liked hoverboards probably also like those things. But yeah, I really haven't, you know, I've thrown up some random videos on this channel over the years since then, just because this channel is already monetized, so why not throw videos on this one instead of a new channel? Although I am always growing new channels as well. One thing that's really weird is like the spikes here. So, you know, hoverboards were kind of unknown in a lot of 2016. When did the spike happened? 2017. I'm kind of surprised. I thought hoverboards had kind of died off at this point. Channel kind of died again. Here we are, like Christmas of 2017. Channel had a spike. I guess that would make sense. You know, even though hoverboards were kind of dead at this point, if the channel is going to spike at any time, people are probably buying hoverboards around Christmas for their kids. Okay, wow. So this is really strange. Like every year, right around Christmas, the channel spikes. And let's see this one too. So, you know, be curious to see a year from now or next Christmas if this channel winds up seeing another spike. I guess I've kind of been rambling for long enough. Not a ton to say. Just seems like people are interested in kind of seeing YouTube channel earnings. I thought it was kind of interesting seeing the CPM and lifetime earnings of this channel as opposed to the Rules for Rebels channel. If you guys have any questions about YouTube earnings, kind of my experience with YouTube, you know, good niches to get into, etc., feel free to drop your comments down in the comments section below. That's all I really got for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button below, and we'll catch you on the next video. Later, guys.